When you think of crazy NBA player transformations, you might think of Chris Andersen turning into Birdman, James Harden without a beard, or even a skinny Steven Adams. This is Nuhoops, and here are crazy player transformations in NBA history. Starting off with Kevin Love. I'm not gonna lie, Kevin Love was a bit chubby when he entered the league. Or shall I say skinny chubby, if that's a term? Kevin Love's chubby slender frame raised doubts about his ability to compete against more physically imposing opponents. Love knew he needed to get in shape. He dedicated himself to building muscle and developing functional strength to thrive in the demanding NBA environment. The added muscle improved his ability to hold his ground against stronger opponents. He excelled in rebounding, using his muscular frame to secure his position, becoming a double-double machine on the Timberwolves. Love became a threat from beyond the arc as he developed into one of the league's most accurate three-point shooters for a player of his size and position. Who knew this rookie would play a pivotal role in becoming an NBA champion years later with LeBron James, not to mention overcoming a 3-1 deficit. Sure, Kevin Love is arguably one of LeBron James' best teammates of all time, but does he compare to this next teammate of LeBron's? I'm talking about Chris Andersen, also known as Birdman. Believe it or not, Chris didn't have all these tattoos at one point. Overcoming personal struggles and setbacks, Andersen embraced rehab and reinvented himself both mentally and physically. Known for his distinctive appearance, including vibrant tattoos and a mohawk hairstyle, he became an iconic figure in the NBA. His high-flying style of play and relentless hustle made him a fan favorite, and he became a valuable contributor to teams like the Denver Nuggets and Miami Heat. His journey serves as a reminder of the potential for personal growth and the ability to rise above adversity. Did anyone else not resist doing the Birdman celebration? On the other hand, this next player transformed into an Aquaman Jason Momoa lookalike. You guessed it, Steven Adams. Known for his physicality on the basketball court, Steven underwent an impressive transformation from a lanky teenager to a muscular force in the NBA. Under the guidance of the Thunder's training staff, he embarked on a rigorous strength and conditioning program. His improved physicality made him a force to be reckoned with in the paint, establishing him as one of the league's premier centers. Although there aren't a lot of non-shooting big men in the league, Steven Adams has become a great defensive anchor any team would want. Besides, who would want to mess with Steven Adams? Remember when he literally picked up a dude to avoid an in-game fight? Speaking of another big man, though maybe not as durable as Steven, Anthony Davis also underwent a crazy transformation. When Davis entered the league as the first overall pick in the 2012 NBA draft, he had a slender frame that raised questions about his ability to compete against more physically imposing opponents. Through consistent conditioning, Davis became an even more dominant force on both ends of the court. His muscular physique enabled him to excel in rebounding, shot blocking, and finishing at the rim. If AD plays so little now due to injuries, just imagine if Anthony Davis didn't put on any muscle. Yeah, I don't think he would be a top 75 player over Dwight if he didn't condition. Davis's physical evolution propelled him to multiple All-Star appearances, All-NBA selections, and ultimately a championship with the Los Angeles Lakers. However, if there was a player that had a body built to withstand anything, aside from LeBron James, it would be the Greek Freak. From his early days as a lanky, unknown prospect to becoming a dominant force and a two-time MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo's journey showcases his incredible work ethic. When Giannis entered the NBA in 2013, he possessed immense physical potential. Over the years, Giannis put countless hours in the gym. He added significant muscle mass to his frame while maintaining his extraordinary athleticism. His ability to finish through contact and dunk over defenders became a trademark of his game. He also developed a winning mindset, embracing challenges and continuously pushing himself to new heights. He led the Milwaukee Bucks to their first ever NBA championship in 50 years. I'm a big Giannis fan, and thinking about his entire journey, it's amazing. However, next on the list is a player who looked like your average high school kid that played 2K every night, Gordon Hayward. When Hayward entered the league in 2010, he displayed glimpses of his potential, but he faced challenges in finding consistency. He dedicated himself to refining his offensive game, expanding his shooting range, and improving his ball handling. However, he faced a setback with a severe injury early in his tenure with the Boston Celtics. But Hayward's mental toughness enabled him to come back stronger and continue his growth as a player. Random note, this guy was a shooting clinic on the Boston Celtics, maybe because he grew facial hair. Speaking of facial hair, James Harden looks like a completely different person without a beard. From his early years as a sixth man to becoming an MVP and perennial all-star, Harden's transformation is remarkable. Harden spent tireless hours in the gym, allowing him to become one of the most lethal offensive weapons in the NBA. How did the OKC front office fumble this guy? Harden's step-back three-pointer became one of his signature moves, adding an unpredictable element to his scoring game. He developed excellent court vision and passing skills, often leading the league in assists as well as points. Let me remind you, the beard is a top 75 player. Over Dwight, let me know in the comments what you think. But But here's a question for you. Was there ever a caveman that played in the NBA? Well, not an actual caveman, but an all-star player that looks like one. I'm talking about Chris Kaman. When Kaman entered the league as the 6th overall pick in the 2003 NBA draft, he possessed raw talent but lacked refinement. Over the course of his career, Kaman transformed his physique, adding muscle mass and improving his overall strength and athleticism. He earned an all-star selection in 2010, showcasing his growth and recognition by peers and fans for his contributions. Does anyone else miss Chris Kaman? I feel like this next player though got better as he got more tattoos, and that is Jordan Clarkson. When Clarkson entered the league in 2014, he barely had any tattoos and so much skill potential. Over time, he tirelessly worked on his shooting mechanics, ball handling, and playmaking abilities, aiming to become a more well-rounded player. He was named the NBA's 6th Man of the Year in 2021, playing for the Utah Jazz. Jordan Clarkson has become a great player any team would want, and that stands up for his teammates. Are there any crazy transformations that I missed? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching and have an amazing day.